Hello everyone, welcome back my YouTube channel Salesforce Hunt. This is Rohit and today I'm going to show you new Salesforce Assert Class for the Apex testing. So this is the new feature inside this Winter'23 Salesforce release. So if you don't know this thing, so please watch this video until end because I will show you each and every method inside this Assert class. This Assert class very most important for us because if you are a Salesforce developer or any kind of developer in Salesforce environment, so you have to know these things first, right? So without any further delay, let's get it started. So for now, here you can see this is new Salesforce Assert class. Let me show you one by one practical part. Okay, so here you can see true state assertion, so expression true assertion. So this is the first feature inside this assert class. In old way we can define like this, like boolean content hello, and you can check this hello word inside this string using contents, and we can check system.assert, right? So this is the old way to define these true assertions, but in new way we don't need worry about like system class, so it's already removed. Just you have to use like assert dot is true instead of this system dot assert. So you can use assert dot is true. So before that, in the Winter'23 release is a new, and it many static methods that helps provide assertions within the Apex text class or text code. It was a created so developer can write the clear and more maintainable text class. So let's look at some example to compare and contrast, right? So this is the one way. Here this is true assertion. So how to use that, let me show you here, right? So first of all, let me create one Apex class inside my org. So let me move into my org. So now here you can see this is the developer console. Just if you want to create any Apex class, just click on this file, new, and Apex class, and create any Apex class as you have. Let's say Winter'23 for example. Just click on this OK button, and once you click on this OK button, it's automatic create your Apex class. So you have to write some methods inside this class, because class is the collection of the data member and member functions. So here you can see this is the skeleton of this Apex class. So let me define some useful method for checking this feature that is called true assertion. So let me define one method here: public static boolean, and let's say check true assertion, like check true. So under this method body we have to define some boolean property or boolean data type here, boolean, and let's say message equals to, and single quote you have to write this string like hello WRLD word, and after that you have to use contents. So this is the predefined method inside this string class, so you can use it, and we can check this hello word is having this hello word or not. So in this method it's always return the boolean value. So let me return this this message here, right? So let me save this method, and this method for checking the true assertions. So how to check this assertion first? So let me save this class. Once you save this class, just you have to create another Apex class for testing. So here you will be see here, right? Now you can see my class successfully saved. Now let me create the Apex test class for this one. So just click on this file, new Apex class, and just you can append prefix or positive based on your need. Let's say Winter'23 test. So just click on this OK button, and it's automatic created me one Apex test class. Under this class we have to define our this test methods for checking purpose. So how to do that, let me show you here. So first of all, you have to notate @is test if you want to make it any Apex class as a test class. So always use this @is test notation. So it's notated this is the test class, so you can easily find out here, right? So just click on this OK. Now you can see this is the test class is created here. Let me mention this assertion here, right? So in the top of this class, just use this notation at the rate is test. Once you please observe here, once you save this class, immediately one button will become, that is called run test. So for now this is the normal class, but once you saved it, it's automatic comes as a test class. So let me save this one. So Control S. Now you can see saving process is going on, and once you saved it, now you have to, here you can see immediately run test is coming here, right? So now you have to write your method. So how to write the test method? So always use at the rate is test, right? And always follow the best practice. And let me define static method. Let's say static void check true test, right? So this is the method. After this method, under this method you have to call your this Winter'23 Apex class. So how to call? So just copy this class name, paste it here, and use the method name. So my method name here you can see check true. So just copy it, paste it here, and it's always written a boolean value, right? So you can store into the another variable if you need it, like boolean result goes to this one. After that you have to check the old way first of all, like system.assert. So let me show you the old way and new way, and based on your need you can use it. Okay, so for now let me use this old way first of all, like system.assert, right? So system.assert, after that you have to use like your result. So my result is under the result variable. After that you can give any message as you want. Let's say this is not containing or something like that. So this is not contain hello, right? Like that. So let me save it and let me test this this method is working or fine or not. So just save this class first. Once you save it, now you have to execute this test class, and once you execute it you will be see the code coverage, everything based on your requirement, right? So you can write any kind of method based on your need for your better understanding purpose. That's why I'm telling you this kind of method or explaining you this type of methods here, right? So is saving here, just you can see the process is going on. So now you can see my method is successfully saved with this check true test. So let me execute this test class first, and let's see this method will be covered or not using all the statement that is called system.assert. But let me show you the later on how to change this system.assert to assert, and how to check the new functionality of this method, right? So just click on this run test first, and let's see what happened. So here you can see synchronization mode is going on, running test, and once you click on this run test, it's automatic test your test class, and now you can see successfully test. And just go to this class and click on this code coverage. Now you can see our method is successfully covered, 100% code coverage you can see, right? But this is the old way to checking the assertion, but let me show you the new way. So just you have to comment out this one, comment this one. Now you have to do another new assertion. So you have to use like assert. This is the new class, so assert dot is true. So you have to use this is true here, right? And you have to pass your condition. So my condition is, first of all, let me remove it here, this condition with my result, and you can give any message as you want. Let's say test, for example purpose. So once you give this new assert class with this is true, it's always look like as a system.assert. Once you use this one, it's always looks like this one. Okay, so please keep in your mind, this is the very most important for us. So just let me save this class, and once you saved it, now you have to execute this class, and let's see what happened. So first of all, here you can see some process is going on of this class, right? So now you can see our class is successfully saved, and let's see same result will be come or not. So just click on this run test, and once you click on this run test, now you will see immediately our successfully execute this method, test method. And now let me check the code coverage. So still you can see 100% using this new assert class. So instead of this system.assert, you can use like assert dot is true or is false based on your requirement. You can use it, right? So this is the first assertion statement. let me move into the our slide and let's see the next method inside this assert class. Okay, so second is equality assertions. So equality assertions always check the equality of true value. Okay, so you in previously you can see like system.assert equal. So this is the old way to define this equality assertion, and this is the new way, like integer a equals to 3, integer b equal to a, and assert dot r equal. This is the new method inside this assert class. So instead of this system.assert, you can use like assert dot r equal. Okay, so how to implement this kind of new way or old way, let me show you in my class. So under here, under my Apex class, you have to define another method because I need to change something here, so that's why. So if you want to define new method, so always use like public here inside my Apex class, like public static and boolean. It's written the boolean and is equal, this is the method name, and let me pass two integer inside this method. So it's an integer like num1 and integer num2. Okay, so once you define this method here, so you can check this like equality using this equality operator. So you have to return like return num1 equal to num2 like this. So our method is done, and let's see how to implement this method inside our test class using old way and new way. Okay, so once you saved it, now you have to create this test method inside our test class, and now here you can see some process. Once you saved it, this one, now you have to go to this class Winter'23 test, and you can create your test method. So let me use this is test notation, static void, and just go ahead here in this method, just copy this method and paste it here and use like test, and after that you can use this like test method inside this like method. We can use two types of numbers, like let's say like integer first of all, because we already passed to integer. Okay, so let's say integer num1 equals to 5, integer num2 equals to 5, like that. Okay, and after that you have to use your class name. So my class name, just copy this one, paste it here and use your method name. So our method name is equal, so just copy this method, paste it here, and it's asking two parameters. So we already defined two number here, just you have to pass it like num1 comma num2 like this, and it's always written the boolean value, so you can store into a new variable. So boolean actual result. Okay, actual result equal to, and after that you can check first of all old way. So let me comment out here, this is the old way, like old way, right, and this is the new way. So this is new way. Okay, so let me define old way first here, like old way, and under here we have to check like system.assert equal. So system.assert equals, right, and let me remove this here, and we have to pass actual result and the boolean value. So our actual result is this one, and we expected actual result this one, just paste it here and pass true value here and just saved it. So once you saved it, so we can see here some process is going on about this saving class, right? So still saving. So now you can see our class is successfully saved. Now let me run this test and let's see what happened. So now you can see successfully run. You can check in the bottom as well. Here this is the new test, just here you can see, and you can see each and every method is covered. Come to the actual class, click on this code coverage, and let's see here you can see immediately our both methods are covered, and code coverage showing like 100%, and this is the old way. Okay, so this is the old way. How to define this the new way? So just you can use, like, instead of system class you can use assert, and assert dot r equal. This is the new method. So new way, and we can define like assert dot r equal. So here you have to pass this actual result. So just copy it, paste it here, and pass true value, and just comment this code, and just let me save it, and let's see the same output it will be come or not. So let me save this class first. Okay, now you can see successfully saved this class. Let me execute this class, run test, and here you can see successfully run. In the bottom you will be see the output as well. In the last you can see method both methods are covered, and just click on this code coverage. Now you can see highlighted code is successfully covered, right? But here you can see, please observe this new way and old way, so you can easily understand this concept under this Winter'23 about this assert class, right? So now let me move to the next slide. For equality we already done. Now it's not null assertion. So how to implement not null assertion? So old way you can see object instance is equals to create, option 1 system.assert. So instead of system.assert or not equals, so you can use assert dot is not null. So this is the new method inside this assert class. Instead of this system.assert not equals, so you can use assert dot is not null. So how to implement it? Let me show you here. Under the actual class you have to define another method here. You have to create a new method. So under this actual Apex class you have to create a new method. So how to create the new method? Just you can use like public static account is a predefined object, and let me check this create method here, right? So under this method let me instantiate my account object. ACC goes to new account. Once you create the instance of this object, just you have to use like name is the required field inside this object, and you can use like test account, right? And after that you can write this insert statement like insert ACC and return ACC as well. So let me save this method first. So this is for new method, or this is for is not equal null, this one not null assertion, right? So this is the new one. So how to write the test of this this method? So come to this class, just you can use this one like @ is test for the new method, right? Let me enter one space here, and let's say static here, static void, and just copy this method, create, and paste it here, create test, and here you have to call this method. So how to call the method? Very simple, just you can use your class name here like this and use your method name. So my method name is create, so just copy this one, paste it here, and it's always return something, right? So you can store this create instantiate and something like that under the account, right? So it's always written the account, like account instance goes to this one, right? So once you done these things, now you have to check first of all old way. Let me show you the old way how to check this one. Okay, so under this old way here we can use like system first of all dot and assert not equals. So assert not equals, so this one, and it's expected 2 parameter. Let me remove it, and under here just you have to pass first of all like null. This is the first parameter, and we already created this variable. Just you can pass this second parameter, and after that you can give any string as you want. Let's say test. Okay, so let me save this class first and let's see what happened. So once you saved it, now you have to execute it, right? So this is the old way, right? So just click on this run test, and here you will be see the output of this class and each and every methods, right? So just click on this Winter'23 actual class, just click on code coverage, and here you can see immediately my 3 method is covered, and still you can see 100% code coverage. And this is the old way to check this is null, not null assertion, this one not null assertion. So how to use the new way, let me show you here. So new way, so how to define the new way? So instead of this one like system.assert not equal, you can use like assert dot, and this is the new method that is called is not null. So is not null, this one, and you have to pass the value inside this one. So how to do that? First of all, you can pass this instance value, right? This is the actual value here, and after that you can pass any message as you want. Let's say test, and let me save it. Once you saved it, now you will be see the same result as we already done with the help of system.assert not equals and with the help of this one, right? So always this is the good practice, please follow this one, because it's a new method and new class inside this Winter'23, right? So just click on this run test. So once you click on this run test, now you will be see the same output is still here. So now you can see same code coverage, right? So now let me use another slide. This one is null assertion. So how to use this is null assertion? So we can use this is null assertion very shortly, right? This is the old way. You can see like object result calculate and input, and you can pass and you can check system.assert equals and something like that. And instead of this system.assert equals, you can use assert is null. Okay, so this is the new one. So how to implement it? Let me, so go to this class, this Apex class, right? And under this class, just here you have to create new method, and this method name is anything as you want. You can make it any methods. So for now I'm checking like check for null. So let me define one method here like public static and then boolean value, and this boolean check the is null or null, check the null or null value, right? So check for null, and you have to pass the object as a input parameter. Under this method you have to check like if, right, if input, right, equal to null, right? So you can define something here, let's say return true. So we can use like return keyword is return true, because we already defined like boolean as a return type, and otherwise else part we can return false here, right? So this is the normal method to check the these null values, right? So let me save it and let's see what happened. So here once you save this class, just you have to create your test method inside our test class for this one, right? So just saving it. Once you saved it, now just you have to go to this test class and you can create your method as well. So under here just you have to use is test first, and here static void, and just you can use your method name. So it's a check for null. So go to here and you have to mention like test. After that you can use your class name, because under this class we have our method. So just go to this method, just copy this method, paste it here, and it's always written as a boolean value. So how to handle it, let me show you here. So under this one it's always written the boolean, so you can store into the new variable that is called boolean result, something like that, equal to. And let me show you the first old way, right? As usual, old way, how to check the assertion. So system dot, we can use previously like system dot assert equals. So how to use that? Assert equals this one, and is expected two parameter, expected and actual, and you have to pass, like let's say first is like null and result and then your value, right? So let me pass the null value first, okay, and the result, and in third parameter we can pass, let's say test, something like that. Okay, so this is the old way to define this assert equals. Let me save it and let me check the null values of this one. So once you saved it, now you can see some error. Okay, so this method expected some value. Here you can see like object input, I forget some parameter inside this one, so we have to pass like as a null inside this one, and let me save it, right? So once you pass as a null parameter inside this method, so here you can see our error is gone. Now let me execute this one. So let me change the run, always run as asynchronous. Click on this run test, and once you click on this run test, just you have to check your method is covered or not. Just click on this one, and now you can see our method is covered here, but here you can see code coverage 92, right? But how to use the new method inside this instead of this system dot assert equals? So let me comment this one and let me use the new way, like new way, how to use this new way here. So we can use the new way using assert class, you know, assert this one, right? Assert dot and is null. This is the method, very simple, and you can pass your value, let's say result comma, and then you can give any value as you have, let's say test, right? And just give the semicolon. Let me save this and let me execute this class. So still you will be see like 92% code coverage and our method will be covered. So let me run execute, and here just click on this winter and actual class, click on the code coverage. Now you can see still our method is covered using the new assertions, right? So this is the another method. So let me move the next slide. So is null we already checked. Now this is the another, you know, error testing, how to check the error testing, right, inside our try catch block, right? So here you can see the old way, like exception class is a predefined class under the Apex. So exception, expected exception null, and if you have some code, so you can write it and you can catch it inside this catch block, and based on this system dot assert we can check the exception is occurred or not, like that. And this is the new way using the exceptions, right? So under here you can see like assert dot fail. So this assert class having the fail method, so based on this fail method we can easily check the error testing inside our test cases or test class. So how to implement these things, let me show you here. So just go to the actual class, and just you have to define another method here. So how to define the new method? So just you have to write your public keyword, public static, and exception is a predefined class inside our Apex framework, and check test method for example purpose, right? Check error or something like that, like check error testing, check error. So this is the method name. Under this method name we have to define the method body using try and catch block, because we are going to discuss about this, you know, exception things. So under here you can write any code as you have, write your code here if you need it. Otherwise I will show you the this error testing. That's why I'm using this catch block here. Under this catch block we have to pass like exception class, and you have to use this instance and reference variable, and under here you have to return it, okay, return ex, and once you return it, now after that return null, something like that, right? So let me save it and let's see what happened. So once you write this code, now you can see successfully saved. And how to test it? So under here you have to write like @is test and public, or sorry, static here because it's a test method, so static void, and you can use your test method here. So how to define the test method? So you have to use my method name. So this is the best practice, like check error, copy this one, paste it here, and postfix you can write the test here, and under this method you have to define like assertion, right? So how to check this one? So let me show you here. So let me show you first of all like old way, how to define the old way and how to test it with the help of old way. So under system dot assert, right, this is the system dot assert. Under this assert we have to pass like null and your class name. So my class name this one, and with your method name, because under this class we have all static method. So all static method we can call with the help of class name. So just copy this one, paste it here, and just give the semicolon, and just let me save this class. Once you saved it, now you have to execute this class, and let's see it's covered or not. So just click on this run test, and once you click on this run test, now go to this actual class, click on this code coverage here, click on this code coverage, and now you can see 84 code coverage, and our code will be highlighted. Let me show you the code highlighted here. Now you can see our method is called and try is covered, and it's written the null here, and it's not covered the catch block. So we can cover this catch block based on our need, but in my in this video my intention is to understand the error testing, how to test it with the help of new assert class, right? So how to make it the new way? So we can make it this new way. You can define here, let's say new way, and once you define the new way, just you have to use like, first of all, instead of this one we can use like assert dot fail. Okay, under this fail we have to pass our output. So our output is str. So let me save it, and let's see the same output is coming or not, right? So now here, so it's saving. Once you save this class, right, so you have to test it and you have to execute this class. So how to execute? Just click on this run test, and let's see under the actual class is covered or not. So under here, let me click this one. First of all, let me clear all covered. Now you can see immediately same thing we already covered with the help of this old way, and now you can see the new way, same thing inside this one, right? So this is how you can implement this assert class inside our org. Guys, I hope you learned something new in this video. So if you like this video, please like, share, comments, and please hit the bell icon for more updates, and please subscribe my YouTube channel for more updates. So till then, bye bye, take care, see ya. Thank you for watching.